Hello and good morning on this beautiful Friday morning. How are we all doing today, friends? We start off every single tarot time with the ringing of the bell to bring in all the spirits that want to talk to us today, only the ones who are full of love and light. We call upon the spirits in this world and worlds around us to come in and share their light and wisdom with us in this ethereal plane. That was for dramatic effect. So, I have a few questions from a few friends that wrote messages in. So today we're going to start with my friend Justin. Justin asked about his future in his career and what's the next steps for him. So to answer that question, Justin, let's see what the cards have to say. So we got Temperance, the Magician, and the King of Swords. So if you've never heard of tarot before, there's 5 different cards that you can pull. One of the cards is these cards, and they're the King's Cups cards. So they aren't have ones or twos or anything because they are majestic in nature themselves. So they're like suits. While swords represents anguish and anger, so they have all different emotions and meanings and that apply towards everybody's life. So for Justin, about his career, this is telling me that patience is a virtue in that he is building the necessary skills to become the dude that the professional that he wants. So it was saying to me to keep up the good work, keep being magical and pursuing your passions and your dreams so you can become who you want in the end. But there's a double-edged sword, literally. If you're not careful, this same success will come to haunt you. And then just to add on to that, yep. So we got the Six of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords. So Pentacles mean money. And what it's saying to me is that, said, if you see, they're begging for money, right? But they don't need to because everything that they have is already provided for them. But, it's easier just to beg for, right? And that will ultimately lead to heartbreak because no one wants to be a pity party. So what it's saying is that, although you're not in the place that you want to be now, you need these necessary steps in order to gain your future self. Okay. I think it's also just saying be a little bit cautious when you go into your career because you don't know what's 100% meant for you. Honestly, what I'm getting is that your job that you want hasn't even been created yet. It hasn't even there's not a position yet. So just keep trugging along and know that the universe has your back. Now, for Justin's next question, he asked about his love life. So let's see what the cards have to say about his love life. Oh, it's probably not the best card to pull about your love life. So, Six of Swords, the King of Cups, and the Two of Pentacles. All right, this is telling me that you had a past relationship that did you so dirty and that you're still holding on to this day. You need to let that go. You need to move on. You get on the river, you move on because it's not doing you any justice. It's actually holding you back from the person you want to be or the person who wants to come into your life. And that's what the King of Cups is saying. You have to move on in order for the person that you really want to come into your life. Because it's a juggling act. If you don't juggle your emotions and be able to fix yourself from the inside, there is no person for you because you're stuck in your own path. So expand on that. Right. So the Eight of Wands and the Four of Cups. So, So the cups are about emotions and the wands are about like fighting. So this is saying you're fighting with your inner self because you don't want to let go of that person because you identify as them. But like the person you want to be cannot be stuck in your past with your old self. So the universe is trying to give you what you need, but you're not accepting it. Just it. They're coming for you in your life. You just gotta be ready for it. Gotta do the work ahead of time to get the person you want. And I believe they have to do the same thing. Excellent, excellent. Now, we move on to our next friend. Her name is Jay. Lots of J names today. Jay asked, what does the universe want me to know? What does the universe want you to know? All right, the Fool, the Four of Swords, the Ten of Wands. But this is telling me, hold up. This is telling me is that, like, in the past, when people view her as naive, that, like, drives her crazy on the inside because she knows that she's smart, but, like, her outer appearance makes people want to deceive her. They think that he can pull a fast one on her. And internally, when she gets bamboozled like that, it just drives her absolutely bonkers insane. She doesn't want anyone to know about her hardships. She doesn't want anyone to know about like who um, bamboozled her. So instead of fighting them for being rude, she'll hurt herself, punish herself, which is very sad actually, Jay. Yeah, the Queen of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. So this is telling me that you are, I wanted to say cuss word, excuse me, just so excellent in all your nature, and you're just like a nurturing mother. You just have your stuff together, and the universe wants to provide that for you. They do. They were saying that we have your back and all your wishes are coming true. This is like the best card ever, actually. This one says that, like, don't worry, be happy because everything is coming for you. And I believe this one represents her because, like, she's coming into her own. She's fighting the inner demons that are preventing her from being the same person in the past. And they're super proud of her. She's getting it done. You go, Jay. So proud of her. Now, they have another question. What was Jay's question? Looks like Jay's asking, what is her love life going to tell? We're going to be in the future. Sure. The Hierophant, the Six of Wands, and the Three of Swords. The messages I'm getting from this is that the universe itself is not ready for you to have someone because it's not going to end well right now. Like, the universe is intervening because as much as you want someone in your life, you're just simply not ready for it. Like, it's not going to lead to anything but heartbreak. Like you were willing to ride on this horse and like solve all the problems, but like when you find out that they are not the person that you want them to be, and that's messing with your mind, this is going to end in heartbreak. So just be careful with the people around you. Yeah, so there's going to be a King of Pentacles, and he's going to seem like the love of your life and everything, like all that and a bag of chips. And it's going to be time for you to celebrate, but you just got to keep your guard up because you really don't know what the heck is going to go on. So, I think we have time for one more question. And I think that's going to wrap it up for this tarot time with Intuitive Isabella. And I think the last question should be for everybody in the universe. My question is, are we going to be okay? It's kind of deep. And I meant that as in like a society. With the Sun, ooh, excellent cards. Wheel of Fortune, and the Six of Cups. Now, I don't think there could be any better cards because this is saying that like we are coming into our own. We're like exploring new different avenues as like a human race that's never been seen. And it's going to be like the golden age. And our fortune is coming for us, or what it seems to be. So, what might seem to be good for us in the future, we have no idea because everything has pros and cons. So, it's saying like be grateful for your blessings, but also be careful because those that like originally perceive as good can sometimes turn out negative. So, I think it's like the uncanny valley effect. You don't really know if people are good or bad. And honestly, people aren't good or bad. Like, there's no inherent evil or good. I think we are just people doing bad or good things. Anyway, not to get too deep on you at 6:30 in the morning, but all I have to say is thank you so much for joining me with my tarot time, and I hope you guys join me next time for my when we go live. Thank you so much.